Welcome to episode 125 of Say Like a Champ. What it do?
What's going on, baby? What's going on, fam?
Nothing much. Another day, another dollar. We are back again on this lovely Tuesday to talk sports with our fam.
Yes,
We got some
sir.
people
Every
in the
Tuesday.
building already. We got some, not the best news to report on, obviously, but we'll get into it. Some are happy, some are more sad. But it was a good weekend in football, that's for sure. And then other sports going on as well. So I'm just happy to be back with you. But how are you, my brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. It was some really good games, some good outcomes. I know not all good outcomes. Obviously, the majority of this band, we'll get to that. But aside from that, man, everything else is going good, man. Everybody's healthy, all that fun stuff. Trying to stay away from all the rising COVID cases going on out there. So hopefully
Yeah.
everything's good with you and the fan band too.
No, absolutely. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, same over here, and it's tough. It's tough for sure. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce some of our slackers real quick, and then we're gonna make it official with the intro. We got Moms in the building. We got Kelly. We got Stephanie Washington. Welcome, doll. She doesn't want to talk about it. We got Grace in the building. Pops as well. And yeah, Stephanie says her quote to all the haters this week is she doesn't want to talk about it. So we'll get into it though. Tonight we got to talk about it. That's what we're here to do. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's make it official. All right, now it's official. Say like episode 125. It's your boy A-Dub.
Hey, boys, you back in the building. What's going on, Slackers out there? Hope you guys had an amazing, fun weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope so too. We got Anthony Weston also joining during the break. And yeah, we do have to bring in the last member of our panel, the illustrious Matt Marcus. What's going on, fam? It's like that. We'll warm up a little bit. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Our slackers are here for us. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and jump into the first topic. Let's get our branding right. Let's do it. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL talk.
Let's get it.
All right, NFL talk. On the cover we have Baby Kyler. We got Sad Dak. We got a couple different things, but let's go ahead and get into it. It was a wild card weekend for the ages. The first time ever Monday Night Football. We're gonna go through kind of game by game and give our results. Starting with the Raiders Bengals 26-19. What did you guys think of this? The Bengals win their first playoff game since 1991. Kind of handle the Raiders. What were your guys' thoughts on that game?
Good for them. Like you said, man, it's been a really, really long time since they've won a playoff game. Burrow and company looks really, really good. They've got a really, really tough test against a tough Titans team that's coming week, but they handle business. You know what I mean? And I think the Raiders should. I think the Raiders should be happy of how far they came. You know what I mean? Like everything was against them. You know what I mean? Like this whole season was out there against them, and you could all say they had no business getting in there, but man, they toughed it out, got in, and you know what I'm saying? They held tough, man. Not a Raider fan, but I'm low key proud of them. Kind of weird.
Yeah. Anthony West says the officiating was kind of sketchy in this game. I agree, but still the Raiders were kind of not up to task. So I do give credit to the Bengals. We'll see how far that kind of magic, that young gun magic with Burrow and Chase is going to take them.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus, anything on this one?
Yeah, like Trizzy said, I think they was happy just to make the playoffs. So I think that was a big accomplishment for them for what they went through with Ruggs and with the coach. So I think that was a good thing for them. I think they were proud of themselves for them getting there. And I think the head coach, I think he should get another shot. I know a lot of people saying get another coach. I think he should get another shot. He brought a team to the playoffs. That's a good accomplishment. I mean, a good thing. So I think he should get another shot. I wouldn't look for another coach right now because they far for him. So you never know.
Yeah.
So we'll see with that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hope that they do keep him and give him another shot. That would be pretty dope. The next game of the AFC, though, the next game was the Bills over the Patriots, 47-17. This was not really a matchup. You don't really see Bill Belichick get beat down like this, but really not much to talk about. The Bills just outmatched them completely in this one.
Man, yeah, they did. you know what's funny though?
That's
Like,
yeah,
you know what's funny, man? Like I think there's no like. I think it's obvious. You know, the Bills team is way better than the Patriots. You know what I mean? Like from defense is better, offense is better, special teams is better. The only thing the Patriots had over the Bills really is coaching. You know what I'm saying? And Bill Belichick. And I think that showed in their second meeting. I think the Bills probably if they could play that first meeting again, I think they really like to and probably maybe get that out if they don't go for the whole Josh Allen rush up the middle and don't get it. You know what I mean? Type deal. So I don't know, man. You know, I think Bill and them, they'll be back. They're always going to be up there. They're always going to be that kind of a pest of a team. You know what I mean? With as long as Bill Belichick's coaching. But hats off to the Bills, man. They really put it on them. I think they killed. I think they scored their first five possessions.
They scored 7 drives, 7 touchdowns,
drives,
no
yeah.
punts, no field goals, no
Yeah.
turnovers, no nothing. So
for sure, man. So that's rough. You know what I mean? That's hard to do in the NFL. It's really hard to do in the playoffs. So hats off to them.
Yeah, I think that the statement. I don't think nobody in the AFC going to beat them now. I think that was a statement. I think they show they're the best team in the AFC right now because the Patriots, like I said, they're not a pushover and they blew them out. Like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of feels like they saved themselves for the playoffs to show people like we really that team because in the beginning of the season we thought like the Buffalo Bills that team, but then it kind of
right.
had a little wishy washy.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's nobody going to beat them. So. In the AFC, wise, I'm saying like that. I think I picked them to go to Super Bowl. They win, but we'll see. But I just think they too good right now, so we'll see.
Yeah, they're definitely looking good, and yeah, that's a top 5 defense that they basically just walked all over. So we'll see. That is a tough matchup next week. But before we get to that, moving on to Sunday, Eagles Buccaneers. Bucks beat the Eagles 31-15. Not really much to talk about. This game was over, and the Eagles kind of scored a few late to make it a little bit more respectable, but. Tom Brady's looking like he's in playoff shape for sure.
Yeah, this game was over before it started. You know what I'm saying? They're already talking about like, you know, are the Eagles going to drop the quarterback this upcoming year or look for one in free agency just because of this?
Like during the game.
Yeah, for real, man, for real. Like this is a really, really bad beatdown. They really didn't stand a chance. They couldn't get anything going. I thought it was a little weird that they didn't go to Smith a little bit more. So he was one-on-one almost the entire game. You know what I'm saying? So would have liked for them to go to Smith a little bit more, at least to give the kid a chance. You know what I mean? They just stuck with that ground game, man. They really didn't get anything going through the air.
Yeah, it's not too much to talk about. I don't care about no Eagles.
All right, well, let's talk about what we got to talk about, what we don't want to talk about. But the next game up was that 49ers-Cowboys. 49ers come into Jerry World and beat the Cowboys 23-17. Lots to think about this game. Cowboys had 15 penalties. The end was very sloppy, but me personally, as a Cowboys fan, I think that it shouldn't have come down to no Hail Mary at the end. I feel like the team played very poorly. The defense did enough, and if we supposedly have the number 1 offense, we should easily score more than 23 points. They just didn't look ready at all. From the start of the game, I feel like we were just out-coached and just not ready to play at home, and that was super disappointing to watch all year, have this 12-5 season, and just to see that. So I know my sister's happy she's a 49ers fan, but I don't want to see that right now.
That's something I mute for this for now. She said #bitter. I'm weak. You know, I'm just gonna do a quick spill, Marcus, and kind of end with you. Cowboy fan, non-fan, Dallas fan. I agree, man. The better team did not win, and I think the Dallas Cowboys are a better team than the 49ers. But I said this on I think Friday when we talked about when we were picking our teams. I just felt like coaching is going to play a huge role into this. And I think they're out-coached. I'm with you, A-Dub. I don't think that this game should have come down to not even a Hail Mary. I think the last play call was a horrible play call. That referee is getting a lot of slack, but that's not his fault, man. That was 100% not his fault.
There was still
I wouldn't say 100%.
No, the rule book is though that he has to the ref has to place it. They can't just grab the ball and put it where they want to. You know what I'm saying? The line just still has to place it there. And 9 seconds left, you're on a quarterback draw. Like that's coaching, man. Like you could be mad at the ref all you want to, but that's McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% McCarthy. If he was the one who called that play, I don't know if it was him. Dak switched it up or Kellen Moore ran that play. I have no idea, but like that's just. I don't know. I think with that amount of time left, you take another shot at the sideline to get a little bit closer for that Hail Mary call if that's what you're trying to do. But I think that's just coaching, man. Shanahan just out coached them. Jimmy didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy G had a huge game. They ran the ball. You knew they were going to run the ball, so it's not like you couldn't game plan a little bit better for that. Debo had a really big game. Kind of shot. I love Debo Samuel, man. He's one of my favorite players right now. But yeah, man, it's tough, man. I know they're talking about McCarthy coming back again. Like they're talking about his job's not in any kind of jeopardy right now. But I don't know if that's true or not. But I just still think that McCarthy have to do.
For sure. I want to hear Marcus. I want to hear your thoughts on the game, and then I want to talk about that real quick too, before we move on.
Yeah, I don't know. My whole life, you know what I'm saying? I think this might be one of the toughest losses I ever seen us have. It just, I think the beginning of the game, I think this is going to be the biggest game in the playoffs besides the Super Bowl. I think other games are going to be kind of cool, but I think this is the biggest game there was because it's the 49ers Cowboys. Mm-hmm. And I knew something was up when the 49ers came out with the boom box. They was feeling themselves, you know what I'm saying? And they the last seed in the playoffs. They coming in real comfortable. The Cowboys come out real stiff. They're not loose. They look like they was like a little nervous.
Yes,
And it's a culture thing with the Cowboys. I think that's what I think it is right now because Mike McCarthy, he didn't get prepared. There's no way those guys coming out like that and we come out looking stiff and looking like we weren't ready to play the game. You can see that from the beginning of the game. And I think it's with the coach. I wouldn't even say the 49ers had better coaching. If at the end of the game, the referee, I understand he had to touch the ball, I understand that. But when you come, like you're not even close to the team. You're not nowhere to be found. You have and you running because you should be running with the team to me because it's the end of the game. So to me is you come, you hit the quarterback. Now you touch the ball twice. You moved it again. That's time still going right there. So I think if we get everybody say, oh, he shouldn't do a draw play. No, don't do no Hail Mary. It's easy to do a Hail Mary. You can knock it down. Do a draw play. I understand what you guys saying with the play, but a draw play guys close to in the end zone. We get 2 seconds. Say we get 2 seconds. It's an easy touchdown for us. We got great receivers, so I think we have a chance. So I understand he had to touch the ball, but when it should be a rule, you hit the player or something like that. Give us at least a second. You know what I'm saying? You touching the ball, you moving it. That's seconds right there. You're not even nowhere near the ball. Come on, man. You could give us like a second or so. You know what I'm saying? And say what we do with that. But other than that, I don't think it was coach. I think we could have won that game, and it wouldn't have been so who better coaching because the 49ers, they suck to me. They're not good. They did a football team. They gonna get blew out by the Packers, like that. But the Cowboys, we have to make some changes right now. Like McCarthy can't come back. It's not even a question. He can't come back. Kellen Moore, go get a job somewhere else. Peace out. And we have to get somebody. To me, we gotta get somebody with like a stable, like a coach that really know what he's doing. Like get the team together because this team is made to win Super Bowl. We just don't have the I don't know. It's like I said, the culture. The culture is not there for the Cowboys. I think we have all the pieces to do it. We just don't have somebody to get us in the right situation. But I wouldn't say they had a better coach or all that. I don't believe that. Shanahan, he's not a great coach. I mean, it shows he's not like. We'll see next game with that. But I just think it just hurt, man. I don't know. I am hurt. I am pissed off what's going on. But I don't know, man. It's hard to kind of talk about it. But it just. I don't think there was a better team.
I think rightfully so. You should be pissed. You should be hurt. Like I said at the beginning, man, the better team didn't win. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying it's the way we lost. If we lost 20-37, I'm cool. We lost. You know what I'm saying? They the better team. But for us to get that close and we had chance after chance and we didn't get it, like we're just frustrated. And it's not always just a ref fault. It's that could have played better. The defense played good late. They didn't play good at the beginning, all that. But at the same time, I just think. I think that last thing, I don't think it should have ended like that. That's terrible how the game ended like that. Especially you bumping the like come on, man. It should have looked at that, gave us like at least a second because he touched the ball, he moving. It ain't like he came in and put it down. He moving the ball. That's time is going right down. So I think we should have got at least a second or two on that. I bet you they're gonna change the rule with that. Watch, they're gonna change the rule with that.
They might, but I don't know. That was a horrible way for it to end. But as I was seeing it go down, I was just like, we're not gonna have time. Like, we're not gonna have time. Like, I was just like, oh. But being a Cowboys fan though, too, Marcus, you know this. It kind of prepares us for this. Like, we become numb to the pain. At least me.
Not this way
like,
though, man. Like I said,
I know what you mean.
237, yeah, but we was
too.
right there, dude. Like we were right there. Like I said, a draw play. We all said a draw play wouldn't have been. That's a bad call. But if the draw play, the umpire come and put the ball down, and we get the shot, and he catches, then what we gonna say? You know what I'm saying? We didn't get a chance to even do it. Like we didn't get a chance.
I agree, but we had the ball before the second half ended, didn't do anything with it. We had to come out of the second half, didn't do anything with it. We had so many possessions where we
play calling. I'm telling you, everybody say Kellen Moore is a genius. No, he's not. No, he's not.
See, the thing is, maybe he is a genius, but it takes him too long to get to his special trick plays. He can't do anything simple. We never ran a slant, a hook. We have good receivers. We didn't really do anything basic to just try to win the game. The 49ers didn't do anything flashy. They just came out and ran plays like right at us. So
I think too, we have two. McCarthy's known for calling plays too. He's supposed to be smart with that too. We have two people like what's going like we should be killing people with this, but I would rather a defensive coordinator type of head coach. That if Kellen Moore gonna do it, let him do his thing. But I still think I don't know, man. It just.
No, I agree. I hope Mike McCarthy's gone, but Stephen Jones did say earlier today that he expects him to be back, which is disappointing. It's like if they just run it back like this again,
that's terrible.
I don't know. Pops, though, he says, regardless of his salary, Dak has to play better, and our team has to show up, need Flores. And that would be super dope.
That would be so. I totally agree.
That would be Pops is like right on top of it. Like that got paid. And I was with him for getting paid. I'm like, yeah, he got to pay him.
Everybody's getting paid.
But at the same time, I think, man, like I said, the culture of the Cowboys, we got to learn how to play under pressure. Like when it's pressure and when it's hard, that's when you got to get through that kind of stuff. But we have McCarthy; he can't help you get through it. He's not gonna be like, "Hey, let's go, Dak. We got to do it." They're not listening to him. You know what I'm saying? So they need somebody that help them get to that hard part. I really think this is gonna help us next year. I really think it's gonna help us next year because this is gonna hurt real bad. And the Cowboy Nation are hurt right now, and they keep like. You would think we're the only team to play this weekend. Everybody talking about the Cowboys lost, the Raiders lost, the Steelers lost. Like all these teams, but they still talking about us. So it has to come back, man. So that's the only thing I'm looking forward to because we're gonna get it back. But this was the year I think, man. It's like, oh my god,
it did feel different, and it turned out the same. It's hard. I hope though it's kind of like our Georgia Bulldogs too, where it's like eventually we got to get somebody else in there to really to change things and to get over that hump.
Man, it just changed that, man. It just gotta change it, man. Cause I just think we getting like we what's the Jason Garrett? Like that's not a good coach, man. We got McCarthy. That's like we haven't had a good coach, and he didn't do much, but since Bill Parcells, I think like. We need somebody.
At least he was the coach to be respectable, you know.
Yeah, that's what they need. You know, you got this guy coming in talking about mojo in the.
They never even seen Austin Powers. Yeah.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like come on, man. He's a joke, man. Like I say, I think he'll be a good coordinator, and maybe on another team he'll do good. But this is not the team we need him for. We need somebody like I said. I don't know, man. It just I'm so passionate about any team. This is a team. I was like, we had all the pieces there, man. And we just let a season go by. 12 wins, and look what we did. I got to listen to these people all year. And I hate the 49ers, y'all. I hate the 49ers. I mean, growing up, you know, we as a player, so we can't like the 49ers. And then for these guys not to barely making the playoffs, they're coming out with a boom box, swagging on us like this before the game. I'm like, man, I would just – somebody should be on something like, hey, look what they're doing. Y'all go, baby. You know what I'm saying? It was everybody looking all stiff, looking like – I was like, no. The vibe was crazy too. Like the fans, like you see fans, it was just
everybody was ready for the game except for the Cowboys players.
Yeah, I was like,
no, that's real. I'm with Pops though, man. They're talking about McCarthy's job is safe. If you have a chance to get Brian Flores, man, you go out there.
You have to get him, dude. You have to go get him, man. Like
I feel like he's the coach right now that everyone looking for a coach is like, oh, we gotta get that interview going. Like, figure out this man's like what's going on, what's his schedule looking like. We gotta get him in.
And I feel bad for saying I mean no harm in saying this and stuff, but he's a black coach. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. Like, have we ever had a black head coach in the Cowboys history? No. So I'm just saying, I don't know, man. Well, we'll see.
That's a solid point. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how Mr. Jones is Mr. Jones. I don't know how you're feeling about that.
Yeah, for sure. Still gotta love him anyways, though. But
Nah, facts.
but
I love my Cowboys though, man. I'm always with y'all. I just it just hurt me, man, watching that game, man.
yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
You gotta take
You
a
ain't a
break
fan
from
if you don't
it.
feel this way. We had fans at the stadium crying in tears and stuff like that, bro. Like, dog, I'm with you. It was rough, man. It was like
I wouldn't even care losing next
my
round.
leaves.
We had to win this game, dog. We had to win this game. 'Cause I knew we wasn't gonna win Super Bowl this year. I'm gonna be real. Not that secondary we have. You're not winning Super Bowl with that. But just win this
make
game.
a run, at least do something.
Just this game, man. Like, come on, dog. And Anthony Brown, I ain't say his name in a couple of weeks, but if he come back too, and McCarthy come back, I'm gonna take a year off from being a fan. I promise you. You heard it. If number 30 and McCarthy comes back next year, I'm taking a break from next year.
But number 30 was the only one who had that interception, right? He had the only interception of the games.
Man, I don't care about that.
Not saying he need to be back. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? He put them in position to catch back up a little bit.
Yeah.
I apologize for the rant. I know I took a little long on that.
No, you're good.
You're man.
We're
here for it. We're here for
exactly,
it.
Exactly. We got to get that out.
We're all good. We got less games. We got plenty of time.
Yeah. Got to let that off your chest. So it's all good. Pop said he'll win. He'll hire anyone to help us win a Super Bowl.
We hope, Pops. I hope. I had one more thing too. I'm gonna get my back. Romo, you can tell he's still salty how he left the team because that came to take his spot. Because he was. I'm like, really, Romo? He was too happy, like when we was making mistakes and stuff. He was just. It kind of threw me off. Like, I love Romo, but now I'm like, man, you ain't doing that either.
You could just tell Romo was trying to be, he was trying to be unbiased, but
he
like,
couldn't.
It
it showed a lot in this game. Yeah. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Ain't our fault you got your spot took. Because he's still salty too. Like, he ain't no Cowboy fan. Because Michael Irvin, even Troy, we all do things, but that dude there, man, he showed his true colors.
Michael Irvin's a commentator, but he still shows he ride or die Cowboys for life. He don't care.
Right. Oh my gosh, that's too funny,
man.
Romo showed his true colors on that one. All right, 2 more games to discuss real quick. Chiefs Steelers. Not much to talk about other than Ben has not officially retired yet, but we all suspected that.
I hope he don't. I hope he come back next year. Do a farewell tour. Come back, Ben. Come on back.
He already kind of did this year though.
No, he got to do an official and get the jersey every game.
Man, look, you can't go into a playoff game talking about we're trash. We shouldn't even be here. Like, no, like absolutely no. It's time to go.
Extra game.
If I'm Tomlin, I wouldn't even allow a comeback after that speech. Like, you can't just come in here talking about how bad we are and don't deserve to be here, and then be like, you know what, I'm gonna run it back one more again. Like, nah.
I just hate the Steelers like that bad, so I hope he do come back.
I'm with you on that.
He ain't said it, so come on, give him another shot.
I am with you on that, though. I think the Steelers almost more than anything.
Okay, last game was last night. Rams Cardinals. Cardinals didn't show up, but that's another team that they just kind of fell flat. The Rams defense was all over them. They won 34-11. So not much to talk about that game either, other than Moms was breathing easier about the Rams. You know what I'm saying? I think she was a little bit nervous.
Nervous?
Cardinals won.
She was nervous with the Cardinals game? Everybody else gonna be a loss. Moms, come on, don't be nervous for that game.
Yeah, she's a Rams fan for life. Nice to see that defense, and they did come out strong. But yeah, no need to be nervous. We'll see.
I want to ask y'all. I always miss it, but I always see the fights though. They always try to fight Donald. What is he? Is he because he beat them, or is he kind of dirty a little bit? But I see almost every game he's getting in a fight with a guy. I
think you hit 2 of the points. I think it's 3 things. I think 1, he's like so much stronger than them, so he's just like working on them all day. 2, he has like little dirty veteran moves, and 3, he talks a lot down in there.
Okay.
So I think he just gets people riled up, and over the course of the game, you're right. It seems like people always want to take an extra swing.
Yeah, it's him. It's nobody else but him. Right. Yeah, he got Ramsey is one of the biggest talkers that you don't see him doing every now and then, but it's like almost every game they come that dawn. I'll be trying to do a replay so I can see what's happening. But you can't really see nothing, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But that's
can you just imagine though, man, your manhood for 60 minutes of football time, like you're double teaming this dude almost every single play. He not only beating you, but he talking mess too. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man is just pummeling and punking them for 60 minutes, and they gotta just listen to him. They're getting their butts, handed to them. Like, yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, man. That defense playing like they play. You got Von Miller getting his swag back. That's dangerous. And you got Odell balling. Like that's
So let's
scary, dog.
Let's transition to that game. What do you think about the Bucks Rams matchup?
I got Rams
You
all
got
the
the
way,
Rams?
all the way because Brady don't play good with their pressure. I'm just
Right.
saying when you got Donald, you got Floyd, and you got Miller, they get in there and then they don't have no receivers, so you're gonna have that. They're gonna lock up your receivers. So Ramsey gonna be on Evans. So who you gonna throw the ball to?
Scotty Miller.
Jalen Ramsey looked bored. Did you see him in this game? He looked so bored against the Cardinals
because he ain't have no receivers.
I agree, but man, this dude just looked like every time he covered, deflected a pass for the KCB, he was just kind of like he was like, I want to hit somebody, I want to like intercept it. Like he looked bored. Like so, I think he really gonna be on Evans, like Marcus said, and I don't know, man. I got the Rams as long as
I got Rams.
Don't turn the ball over 3-4 times. Like I got the Rams.
Right. And I'm with the Rams too. I think it was sneaky. The Eagles actually got to Tom Brady like several times on third down. I think they sacked him 4 times in this game. So and that was just in a meaningless really game. So
is Leonard Fournette, is he hurt? Because he didn't play right. Oh, okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and they gon' you got a little Bernard.
Yeah,
is that his name?
Yeah,
I don't know, but they gonna punish him. You know he can't take hits. They gonna punish. They gonna be on purpose punishing him. So who you gonna have to run the ball?
I think they're gonna just try to drop back and throw it a lot, and I think they're gonna get to Brady.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be a good game though.
I just think that offense, and you got Cam back too. You know, Cam gonna do his thing, and also prayers out to Buda Baker. I like Buda. He's one of the 2 players I like on the team. But you know, the way because he go hard every play. They could be getting blew out. He gonna go hard, and the way he Cam hit him is like, man, like when they arm stiffen up like that, that's scary, man. So he did a post today a couple of hours ago. He's good. He's moving around and stuff. So
that's good.
He'll be all right. But I just think Cam is back. You got Sonny Michel still. They just a better team, man.
It would have been bigger too. I thought Cam Akers dropped that like wide open deep ball too. Like that would have been.
It could have been a blowout.
In the red zone. Like, he looked good too. Like you said, man, he's back. He looked great. You know what I'm saying? And not only that too, like the Cardinals play the Rams twice a year, so it's like they were
ready. They shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like they were able to take their primary receiver out for most of the game. You know what I'm saying? But OBJ started a big game, and I don't think the Bucks are going to be able to have that same kind of that same sense of being able to play them the way the Cardinals did. So and they still ran up.
And the Rams did beat the Bucks this year. It was way a long time ago, though. I mean, that was like week 4 or 5. But
and I see that Anthony said don't doubt Brady. I was the same way, but this is a different year. This is different. Like he don't have that weapon like he had. So I just think they're gonna and when Gronk your second receiver, that's not good.
Right.
Like last year you had him, man. You had Godwin and you had Antonio Brown. So he was like sneaking out around there. You know what I'm saying? They had to really worry about him, but he snuck in there and did some things. But this year he has to be a key this year, so he can't hide no more. So it's just I don't think I have enough, man.
Right. Let's talk 49ers Packers real quick. Let's just do a quick little preview on this game. What do you guys think about this game?
Blowout. It won't be close.
The Packers.
I think it's going to be extremely low scoring in the second half, primarily because San Francisco is going to throw the ball a lot, and they're coming off their bye week. But I think the second half, Green Bay kind of gets away a little bit.
But when you get a concussion, do you come back the next week?
You can. It's different.
Depending on how you clear, like whatever the
okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say if he out,
if
he out too, that's
that should be tough. I think it's a tough one, but I don't know. The San Francisco, they're scrappy. It might be if it's really cold. I don't know, but I think
it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
They got a quarterback. They got a quarterback. I thought we had one, but they got a quarterback, and he gonna get them together, man. Watch.
Yeah.
And Al's gonna show what we should have did. He gonna show what we should have did. Throw the ball and do certain things, and because
the 49ers defense doesn't disguise a lot, and they don't have good corners. So
and they don't blitz. They rush 4. They just rush 4. They really don't blitz very often. If you can't get to Rodgers, man, it's a wrap.
And last thing about is this coaching. When you seen Amari Cooper do 24 like he did them, I don't care. I'm gonna go to him every time then until y'all stop it.
Right.
Like he showed like he can't do nothing with me.
Every time they threw it to him.
Yeah.
Just
For
stuff
real.
like that, man. Just stuff like that. Like Kellen Moore, I've been working on these plays all last night. I'm gonna use these plays. Look, something I don't know, man. But I
let's
had
talk
one question to y'all. Do Kingsbury come back next year?
Chris
Nope.
Kingsbury. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
think so.
Even though you brought him to the playoffs, he still don't bring him back.
Not after last night.
But look at I think they started off so hot, but they started off hot the last couple of years. But you look at their last 6 games, you know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah, 5
they
or
went like
6.
4 or 0-4 or 1-4 in the last 5
They
home
beat the
games, something like
Cowboys.
that.
Don't forget.
No, they was
You know
5
what
or
I'm
6
saying?
the last 6 games. They beat us,
Yeah,
so that's the only game they won.
I don't think so. I think Kyler needs something different. And I'm sorry, they say Kyler Moore at 5'11". That fool 5'7". I don't care what nobody says. That man.
Can you put that picture back up one more time?
bro, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, Kyler Murray 5'7", bro. Like, I don't care what nobody says.
Oh man, but
He
I,
was
I
5'11" with that hair when he was like a rookie and a sophomore. Like, no,
yeah.
he
But
tiny, bro.
when he came in the league, and I was like, oh, they should not draft him. He ain't that good, but he's good, man.
No, he is good.
He just don't have like he don't have
He
that
always
thing.
has to get out of the pocket first. It's like once he
Yeah.
scrambles and clears time, he's okay. But he needs a good offensive line, like maybe a little bit more improvement on the offensive line.
And any receivers too. I think when DeAndre was out there, I think it just opened up for everybody else. But now AJ Green, your best receiver, like we can stop this now, you know. So
yeah,
it's rough.
What do you guys got on Titans Bengals real quick? Titans coming for it or the Bengals upset them?
Bengals upsetting them. Cause I think they need a week off. I needed to keep playing and get that rhythm going. And these guys are hot. And Jamar Chase, who gonna stop that? Like I don't know who gonna stop it.
Yeah,
I
think the Titans' chance is just to run the ball and try to possess the ball and make it really, really like low scoring game. But I don't know. It's gonna be a fun one though.
You think is it Derrick Henry for sure playing or they don't know yet?
Say he's gonna play.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Did you come back and play and run your career? You could like. Is that too quick? You think?
I don't know. I think he might as well go for it. He if he's been ready, Derrick Henry's the type of player he wants to play. I think he's been waiting all year.
No, it was 8 games. But I'm just saying, wasn't like an ACL or something, like a partially tear or something like that, or was it something else?
I think it was. I think that's what
I'm saying.
was.
It just
Anthony Weston will help us out. He's like the injury report doctor for sure.
I'm just saying we might see a KD. I'm just saying, come out there, get a couple good runs.
Don't come too soon. But I think they were talking about he was ready for the last week of the season, and they sat him out, and then they had
KD was
week,
too.
So I think
KD,
so.
KD was they went to the finals, but I'm just saying, like he might come out there, you might finish it off, but
all right, let's talk the best matchup. My favorite matchup of the week, though, Bills Chiefs. Let's do that real quick.
I got Buffalo, man. I'm sorry, Ant.
I'm sorry, and I got Buffalo too. I remember last year when they were watching them when their AFC moment, and Diggs sat there and watched the whole thing. That don't really mean nothing, but like,
no, it's gonna turn wrong. It's gonna be the other way around.
Yeah, I know he ready to play. He wanted this matchup. Like, he don't want to get to the Super Bowl without going through Kansas City. So,
I think also the reason why I said though, and Strizzy, I think because the defense gonna let them down this time. I think that Buffalo offense gonna do it a lot more and score a lot more points. And I think they're gonna try to keep going back and forth. But I think Buffalo defense is better than what I'm saying. They can kind of stop Mahomes in a couple of possessions. Yeah. I think their defense can kind of let them down a little bit, and I think they're gonna do it. I think they have nothing for Josh Allen. I think he's gonna run all over them. So.
That is their best play, is that quarterback power run, honestly. Like when they
stop that,
when everything else is going.
When you stop that, Beasley gonna be open, Stephon might be open, it's just gonna be hard to stop it though.
I'm kind of leaning Chiefs, so I'm kind of with Weston, and then Pops says Chiefs in a runaway.
Wow.
I just think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I think it's gonna be a really fun game. But we'll see. I just think the Chiefs have a little bit more experience, like in these big moments. I don't know though.
Well, they got experience with offense, but defense aren't really that many people. Really, I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one for sure. It's gonna be good.
I just think the way they killed them guys. They scored every time they had the ball. That's showing something, man. And to me, that the Patriots defenses might be a little better than Chiefs defense. I might be wrong, but I just think they better. So
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. It's gonna be fun though. We'll see. They got those 4 games, and then we'll break down next week. Obviously, there'll only be 2 games for who goes to the Super Bowl. So, Pop says they got the better QB.
definitely got a better quarterback. But I think the way the game gonna go, Josh Allen gonna be a better quarterback because he could throw in and run. So that's gonna be better.
Got you. Real quick, you got to give a shout out to Strizzy, 6-0 in the pick'em this week. We had 3 people actually go 6-0. That was Strizzy, that was Here for the
Dang.
Snacks, and that was Ray's World.
Wait a minute. So for him to go 6-0, I mean he went against the Cowboys. Come on, dog. I thought we was brothers, dog.
Bro,
You do
look,
it like that?
Listen,
God,
bro.
no, I don't say nothing, dog.
Yo,
We
you gotta
good.
follow. I wasn't even going
man.
my heart, bro. I went my brain on this one. Like I said, man, I just
man.
had
I'm
a feeling,
gonna go on TikTok and Instagram, take away with my life.
Man, look, I'm telling you, man. I wasn't feeling it, bro. Like you said, y'all came out flat. I knew y'all was gonna come out flat. I had a bad feeling, bro. I had a bad feeling.
But it's just we brothers though. Like even though you feel that way, you gotta go with us. We need that. See, I'm gonna blame you why we lost. Come on, dog.
See, there's even more factors. There's even more factors you didn't even know.
Dude, hey, didn't Kelly
family
pick
do you like that, huh?
Sorry, Kelly. I'm gonna bring Kelly down with me. Didn't Kelly pick 49ers too?
Yeah, she did. But she was in the tiebreaker.
That's her team, though.
Tiebreaker. So yeah, Here for the Snacks was in there. But that's her team. And Franklin also went 6-0, but that's 49ers are his team too.
Yeah,
so.
man.
So
man, I'm sorry. I didn't want to be right. You could like, man. I even messaged A-Dub like the day when I put it on there. I was like, fam, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna unfollow you for a couple of days too.
Hey, why don't you come back?
As long as you come back. All right, let's go ahead and jump to our next topic. I know we went over on NFL, but that was the main thing we want to talk about. So we're gonna just breeze through NBA and keep this thing moving. So that was good stuff, though. Definitely good stuff. And yeah, Strizzy kind of went against us for the win. So
hurts.
All right, NBA talk. We just got a couple things to break down. I want to talk about this rumored trade and see what you guys think of it for Ben Simmons. But before that, I just had to put up the little poster that Russell Westbrook delivered over Rudy Gobert last night. That was super dope. I watched the game and actually it was awesome to see the Lakers kind of win against a tough opponent.
It was surprising, yeah. They normally lose those games, but
I'm hoping it's a sign of them turning things around. I'm not going to be that quick to be happy about it because this just is only one game. They've been losing a lot, but LeBron's still going off. And we got Malik Monk keeps getting better, and Westbrook. I'm hoping this dunk kind of gets his energy going. Maybe.
Like I've been saying all year, they're gonna be fine, y'all. I don't worry about this team.
You were saying that all year, but then there was like one episode, like last week or 2 weeks ago, where you started to be like,
no, I've said it. The way they lost the team, it's frustrating. It was up by 14 in the fourth quarter and lose. I hate that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, Anthony Davis said he ain't playing. They still, you know what I'm saying, they'll be fine, man.
Got you. Anthony Weston says, "How about Kuzma dunking over Embiid?" That gets an honorable mention. But that's not. I mean, but I kind of got to defend Embiid a little bit because that's so.
Yeah, I love how Russell trying to get him back. Like, come back over here, let me dunk. I'm trying to run from you. Like he will run from you. He don't want to be dunked on. He's sensitive. But get home like over here. Get this.
Yeah. So we got Kyrie over there. He just made a little bit of news because he was asked after the game, and he basically saying he's rooted in his decision. They were talking about, are you going to be potentially getting vaccinated now that KD is going to be out for so long so that you can play in both home and away? And he's like, nah, no dice on that. But what do you guys think about the Nets? You think they'll be fine without, KD for this next stretch? Marcus, you still like them, right?
Yeah, that's my guy. So they gonna be fine. They gonna be fine. They say what? I think 4 weeks he'll be out. Yeah, they'd be all right. I read something too that the governor or the mayor of that some of the vaccination thing, he's kind of like going back where you don't have to have it. So I just think that stuff going on. I don't
think something's gonna change.
Yeah, I don't believe he's gonna have to just play all away games. I just don't see it.
Got you.
So
well, we'll see. I know, Strizzy, you got to be happy about your Heat. They're surging right now, so you're not tripping about the Nets, right?
Man, I'm just glad we're getting healthy again. Bam showed back up on Monday. I'm glad we got that man back. Jimmy just showed up about 2 games ago as well, like 2 games before that. So It's crazy. Tyler Hero really held it down because Kyle Lowry really didn't do much during that entire time. Like, man, I think Tyler was averaging like 26 a game or something like that during the absence of those two. So he really held it down. And like I said, like we hold the tiebreaker right now with the Nets. I think we're number 2 right now in the East, like a game behind.
I'll be getting number 1. Y'all be getting that soon.
But I think the whole KD thing, that's the best thing that ever happened to the Nets. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like let them lose a couple of games. I think they want the fifth, sixth seed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They want to be on the road.
I really do think I think that's what they want. I don't think they want a top seed. They essentially brought Kyrie back for this. Yeah. They want him back for the away game. So I just feel like they're thinking of themselves. Like, I mean, I knew they're gonna lose to the Cavaliers the other night, but like they ain't tripping. They're like, cool, we lost. Like they're not mad at all.
Yeah. That's a weird way to be, but
tell me about it. Not the way I play ball.
I still think if KD was so skinny, them little bumps on his knees, it wouldn't be so bad. But he got straight bone right there, so you touch it, it just hurts. Yeah, he has no cushion to help that out. No meat right there. It's just bones.
No meat anywhere.
Got big bird legs.
Yeah, sure, so like any little bump.
All right, what do you guys think about this trade? Apparently, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. But the rumor was that for Ben Simmons, the Pistons would send the Sixers Jeremy Grant, Sadiq Bey, Kelly Olynyk, and a first-round pick. Would you do that trade?
For Ben Simmons, if you go to Detroit Pistons, you will be forgotten. And that number is terrible too, but he cannot go to Detroit. Not right now. Like, that would be terrible.
But if you're Detroit or you're the Sixers, would you want to do that trade? Or if you're the Sixers?
Of course, they're going to want to do. I'm talking about for being. Do not go there. Like, don't do that. Like, they're not going to get no better no time soon. Like, it's going to take a long time for them to get good, and you still can't shoot. So, you going over there, that's going to be, man, that's terrible.
When Ben goes over there, he basically gonna be what Jeremy Grant's doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Playing well, but it won't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jeremy Grant can shoot a little bit.
Very true. Yeah, Jeremy Grant can. You know what's funny? Jeremy Grant's actually really good, man. Like, I gotta give that kid some props. That kid's been balling for the last couple of years. It just sucks he's been on some really bad teams. But I think the question for A-Dub said if you're the 76ers, I said the answer is yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you want them. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Bump Ben. Ben ain't doing nothing for me right now. Ben is doing absolutely nothing for my team right now. So I could care less on how at this point in time, if I'm 76, I could care less how his career goes after that.
But I really don't think they make him better though.
Give me that first round pick, and I'll take some more depth at the for my bench. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Anthony Weston says yes. Pop says not nearly enough. But Anthony Weston brings up a good point. That first round pick is going to be top 5 easily. So I mean, that is attractive.
Not for Ben. He's not gonna make. He's not gonna. It's not gonna be. It don't matter. Like, he's still not shooting the ball. Like, that's not a good team, man.
No, I feel you. But yeah, but I don't know. I was just surprised because the Sixers did turn this trade down, though. By the way,
because think about it, with the Sixers, he has a pretty good team. So what he does for that team, get them in spots like that, it's pretty good. But you go into a bad team that won't be making the playoffs. So can you really look good over there like that? Like, I don't think it's gonna.
Right. But he definitely is not going to be playing for the Sixers anytime soon. That's the thing, you know. So it's like, I don't know. He's going to have to move before the trade deadline. The trade deadline is February 10th, so we'll see.
See what Pop said. I thought he did play for the Sixers before. I wondered he did play for them before.
But wasn't that under Brown though? That wasn't under Brown.
No, it was. I mean, saying, but it's pretty much the same team.
So I think he was
Tobias and Embiid
alongside Embiid.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, but that's been the only major news we've ever heard. Well, not ever heard. Recently heard about Ben Simmons. So
that was today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully something's happening soon. But like we talked about, February 10th. Before then, some pieces are going to have to fall. And yeah, the All-Star game's coming up after that too. Not really too tripping on the All-Star game, but
yeah. But
go ahead.
But I was on X because I forgot who it was. It was an old player that came out because they was talking about how Clay's getting all these votes and stuff. So it's like he might get voted in because he's up there. Like he's Clay? He's top 5 right now in votes.
Yeah, he's like number 4.
Some people like it's not cool that they vote him in, and you got the other guys that's doing well, you know. So I was wondering if they can really happen. Like he can.
Yeah, he can get in. There's no like minimum games played. Like as long as he's not injured currently, like he can get in.
That's
And,
crazy. I don't think him as a person. I still don't think he'll do it though. You know, I think Clay
because he
like,
didn't
nah.
play like an all-star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he didn't really earn it. But
If he did, I
that's what I
would
mean
laugh
every
though.
year.
It would be funny though. He's like, I want to play. Like, let's go.
He's like, at the end of my career, they're gonna say like 13-time all-star. They're not gonna say like he didn't get this one. So,
Well,
but that
it
was
would
Yao
be
Ming.
funny,
Every year he
though.
made it. Every year he made it off
Yeah.
the strength of his votes, his popularity. So
China.
yeah. So that's NBA talk though. We'll kind of move things along. You know, after All-Star break, like Marcus always says, that's when it gets really nitty-gritty. That's when it gets good. So for now, let's move on to other sports and we'll just wrap that up real quick.
So what's next again? Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not football.
Yeah, not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Hockey. Feel
Okay,
me?
like baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports. All right, other sports. We literally only got one topic really to talk about real quick, but the Georgia Bulldogs are still national champions. Let's not forget about that. We're gonna
You
let
should have
that
made it a little bigger than that.
we're just gonna let that live down in the corner for just a second. But
Djokovic should be just as small as Kyler was in the first clip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I think you should leave that national champion the rest of the year until they start up again. So just leave it up there.
they do defend it until then, that's for sure.
I'm just saying.
But the only thing we were going to talk about is Novak Djokovic. We talked about him last week that he was like, I'm on the plane, I got my medical exemption, and people were kind of upset because he's, notably like anti-vaccination and they didn't think that he'd be able to get an exemption to play in Australia in the Australian Open because it's very strict on getting in and out of the country right now, and they have very strict vaccination rules. So his visa was reinstated. He was on his way, but then on Friday it got revoked for the second time. I guess they talked about the fact that he failed to acquire a proper medical exemption ahead of his flight, and he put inaccurate information on his travel declaration as well. So I guess he screwed up a little bit. It looked like he was about to play. He was like a day away from playing in the Australian Open, but he got revoked and got deported out of Australia. So kind of crazy news, especially because he's so dominant and he was expecting to defend his Australian Open title from last year, but it didn't work out for Joker.
I also think if he wasn't like a jerk, he's a jerk. He's cool though, but he's a big jerk. So I think people they're not gonna give you like a little second chance or like, oh, he's cool, he can do it. When you like that, and you show you a jerk, they're gonna always be like, oh, let's get him out of here. We don't care about him. So I just think it's his personality. That's why it probably happened too, because he is one of the best ones out there.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think it's funny, like, and it's weird too, like. It's just a weird coincidence, but it's like him and Aaron Rodgers and a couple of these like jerk type people are also the type of people that got in trouble with their vaccination status and like misrepresent things. I'm just like, what's up with that? Honestly, like,
I think Michael Jordan or Kobe. I think it was that wrong time. I think they'd be too. I don't think they would take it either. Like, hey, I'm Michael Jordan. I ain't taking that.
I wonder. Yeah,
I
do, but it's like, and that's the thing. But it's like, just stand on it. Don't try to be funny. Like, if he was cool, like, then just sit out. Like, if you're like, I'm not trying to go, then, but don't try to like trick your way in. Like, that's my thing. So Anthony Weston, he says he's ready for Winter Olympics. Jamaica qualified for bobsled. Wow, so it's just really like cool running for real out here.
I need to watch that tonight. I feel like watching that.
And I'm surprised that there's actually emojis for the shuffling. What's that called again?
Shuffle. It's
the shuffleboard, but I don't know. But the where they shave the ice. That's funny. Have you ever watched that for real?
You gotta have some strong forearms for that, dude.
Right. And I love how they slide like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Pop says rest in peace, John Candy. For sure.
He was a great guy. Wild West, he died, man. So
yeah. Oh, curling. That's what it is. Thank you.
Cool.
Curling.
Okay.
Cool runnings. Yeah, definitely. You know that they got to do some kind of homage to that. The Jamaican bobsled team, when they come out, they got to do
it's a must. They better have a t-shirt on or something. But that's the only thing I'm watching though. I ain't watching nothing else. I don't care about anything else. I might watch some figure skating too. Figure skating, that's iconic. But bobsledding, definitely gotta watch that. That's the only thing I'm on count.
Maybe the nephew got it. We got all the other sports in the comments too. That's what's up. But yeah, But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for other sports. I don't know if we want to throw out a this or that, or we want to talk about any other topics that you guys want to bring up. I know I kind of hog the agenda as usual. So, do you guys have any ones you want to throw out there?
I don't know, man. I'm still want to know like what's gonna happen when I coach, man. Like what we gonna do with the boys, man. Like
I am with Marcus though. I've seen the list of offensive coordinators that the Panthers have been looking at, and I might take a year off football next year, man. Like, it's all bad. I'm not liking any of it.
I don't know. It's going to be a long offseason, I think, for both of our teams. I hope there's improvements on the way. I really do. But yeah, I'm Mike McCarthy out right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for it.
And like I said, I'm not like, oh, he's a bad guy or whatever. I just think he's not a good fit for our team. He's just not
right.
He's not that type. He need to go to a team that's already probably pretty good, and he can probably go and talk to them. We need somebody to get in our butt. Like I don't want to say the other word, but we need somebody to when you mess up, when you get to that 10 penalty, you're not playing no more today. Like come on, like, get out of here. That's what we need. Yeah. But it's like, no, go on. Come on, guys. Let's go. That's what he's doing on the sideline. Let's go, guys. Come on. No, what you clapping for? He just got another penalty, stupid penalty. We don't need that. With that stupid little thing he be having all folded up. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Right.
I'm sick of that, man. I'd rather have Jason Garrett than have him on there. Like, come on.
Well, that's what they were both. They were both basically notorious clappers. Like that's it. So
we talked about that too when I hired McCarthy. That he basically just another Jason Garrett in a sense.
But I really thought with him and Kellen Moore, the playbook was gonna be crazy. Even though we did do some good things, but when it's time to do it, we don't do it. Like it's just like the Chiefs. We scored 9 points. Like, come on, man. Like you should be doing more. Like CeeDee Lamb should not have no 2 catches in the first half. Amari showed he's killing this guy. Keep going to him. Like I just think we need some more experienced type of guy who's been there in playoffs, who's been how to do different things like that. You know, like Shanahan's a cool coordinator. I think having somebody like him, like a Sean McVay, somebody that knows how to, you know what I'm saying, the big games. Kellen Moore hasn't been in that situation, so he don't really know what the vibe. He's probably scared too coming out there. We need somebody who's experienced. This team needs somebody experienced. I know rookie people, so it just.
I will say though, I did like some of the stuff that Kellen Moore tried. I am with A-Dub though, but some of the stuff that you just have to some of the regular plays that they just weren't doing. But you know, right, right, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Simple out routes to get to the sideline at the end, stuff like that. But at the beginning of the game, you know what I mean? Like that one play where they threw it backwards and it just flew way over his head. Like that's a bad play on the play. So that really sucked. But like if that connects. That's they get the first down. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like I'm cool with stuff like that, but I agree with you though. Like sometimes you just gotta go with some of the stuff that works, and that gotta be just like Marcus said. Like if something's working, keep going to Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he was just trying to be the guy that just wants to get the ball out to everybody, and it's like doesn't always work like that. You know what I mean? You get to the dude who has the best matchups.
Yeah,
and Jerry when we playing our playoff game, cover that son up, dog. It's a playoff game, dog. We got that way too.
That was horrible.
Yeah, close the door.
Like, he need to get one of those. He got the money. Get one of those transportable little things when we need it. So we cover for us, and then when the other team go open it back up. But don't leave it open.
They showed that camera view of what the receiver was looking at. You couldn't see nothing.
You said he ducked like he want to get hit. I would duck too. I'm like, I ain't trying to get murdered right here because he don't know where everybody is. So he just kind of went down.
Yeah,
but it just and Dak has to. Somebody to get in his know what too. Somebody to get in that. Like when you mess up, hey, you gotta come on. What are you doing? Yeah. It could be a player or somebody, but none of this no more. No more. Come on, Dak. You can do it. When I go play football, we didn't do that. You mess up, you ain't playing. And we knew that. Like you know what I'm saying? We want to go something like, he gonna get him out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
But everybody's too nice. We don't have nobody on our defense or offense that's a mean type of guy. I thought Gregory was, but he was diping up the 49ers and helping them up. What are you doing?
Right.
Like,
we needed that. We need that. Yeah, we do need some kind of.
We need a Leon Lett on our team. We need a Russell Mary on our team. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing that. They ain't doing that. We need some of this. We need some of that in the locker room. Let's go, man.
Get fired up. Get fired up somehow. Come on.
Let's go, man. I just miss that. I miss that as a kid. You know, I just watched the game, and we knew we was gonna win. We knew we were gonna we you know doubt we like how many points we gonna score, but we knew we were gonna win. But now it was like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's too much.
I missed it, man. I just missed it. That's all.
Oh, okay. Real quick, what's on the couch today? We got Boba Fett. I haven't broke him out yet, but I'm really excited for this one because he's actually soft, like a stuffed animal, but he's got like a hard helmet and he has like a little backpack on he can shoot rockets out of. So I haven't watched the new Boba Fett on Disney Plus. Have y'all watched it yet?
Yeah, I'm caught up.
I have a confession. I have never seen Star Wars, man.
That's okay. I know you don't like outer space stuff like at all. Like
no, but Star Wars, I watched it by now. I just never had the time. Cause everybody like it's too late. You shouldn't watch it now. You got a long ways to go.
Oh, it's not too late.
They say it's so many movies you can't even really like.
Well,
watch the first 6.
Like if your kids ever want to get into it, they're like, that'd be a perfect time. You just watch it with them because they might want to catch up. You just be like, hey,
even the old ones though, can they relate to the older ones?
I think so, but they're not as fancy, that's for sure. Yeah, so I don't know.
Right.
But I like Star Wars. I mess with it, but it's hard to keep up now because it like they just keep going more and more, like expanding out.
Gotcha.
So, but the classics, the original ones, I recommend them though. Okay. I'll hook it up. Yeah. I don't know, but you like the Boba Fett so far?
It's all right. It's not as good as the Mandalorian, to be honest with you. But
that's
like,
what I was scared of because they were trying to like hype it up like it was gonna be like it's hard to hit shows out of the park like that,
I'll say this. So like kind of just a little background spiel of it. Like Marcus, if you're gonna start it, episodes 1 through 6, man, get those in. I think you're straight. Those at 7 through 9, you can watch them if you want to, but watch them in your own time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's that important. But Mandalorian, phenomenal. I think it's great. Boba Fett so far. It's still early. There's only three episodes out right now, and I'm not even really feeling the actor that they got to play him. He's not bad. He's just not good. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel it's kind of like one of those things. Like I said, the Mandalorian was so good. I think I'm kind of putting that same expectation on Boba Fett because it's the same people. You know what I'm saying? It's also as far as Favreau as well. But I'm really excited for Obi-Wan though. Obi-Wan's gonna be fire.
We got Mark. Is Mark new? Like, what's up, Mark?
Oh, what's up, Mark? Well, Mark, yeah, Mark's
okay.
Mark's with us before. He said the OG trilogy will stand the test of times. That's what Pop said. Just watch the only real ones, the first 3. Mom said need to watch 4 through 6, which are really the first 3. So,
right.
Yeah.
How's that? How's the first 3? She said 4 through 6.
So, 4, 5, and 6 came out. Those were the original ones that come out like in the late 70s. So, but then they went back and made 1, 2, 3. So like it's kind of confusing, but.
Oh, okay.
4, 5, 6 are like the first ones that came out. Like those are the old ones, so
gotcha.
Those are
it's how you get to find out how Darth Vader becomes Darth Vader.
Okay.
And 4 through 6, yeah.
Well, all right then. That's what's up though. We'll talk a little bit more Star Wars. We still got to do our SLAC ENT like sideline, instead so we can start talking about some of the different shows and stuff. But
shout out your Lego YouTube. You gotta go watch that too. They want to check you out doing that.
Oh yeah. I did put out my YouTube. I'm trying to do more on my YouTube page, so check out my YouTube. I did put up video of Lego building, and I'm gonna be building a lot more stuff too. Just maybe mixing in some of the travel stuff I've done. So we're working. We're trying to. I'm trying to get like my boy Mad Marcus. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the YouTube like yours. You got yours is looking professional. So
I got a lot. I ain't did it in a long time, man. So
and I'm trying to get like Strizzy too because he's going up on the YouTube and of course always going up on the TikTok. So
yeah, but he about to start. I might report one of his videos too. I'm just saying, I'm still a little mad. So I don't know. If you can report, it's me.
Oh dang! You reported well. You might as well because he went against the Cowboys.
Yeah, so I'm saying. So I just one video. I might just report and say, "Hey, this is not. What is this?"
Go find an old one. Report that one. Let my new ones ride.
Nah, I'm gonna find the one with the most views. I'm gonna get that one.
New ones ride.
It hurt.
Oh man, no. We got each other's back. Let's go. That was Say Like a Champ, episode 125. Thank you for all the SLACers out there. We appreciate your engagement. We'll be back next week for 126. We'll be back later to break down the playoff games a little bit more too on Secure the Bag. Probably on Friday we'll do a quick show. So
should we still be watching playoff games? Is that okay to watch?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the same. I'll tell you that.
I watched the highlights of the rest of the games at night and yesterday. I didn't watch the game. I just watched the highlights. So, but if you say it's cool, I'll check them out. We'll see.
Yeah, we might. We got to check out that Chiefs Bills for sure, at least.
Okay, all right. It's AFC games.
Exactly. Yeah, we could go over there. We watching the other stuff. So that's what it is, though. That was episode 125. Say Like a Champ. It's your boy A Done.
Yeah, you boys Drizzy.
Fire Mike McCarthy. Heard it here first.
Gotta go.
And you